This is Maestro et je suis ici avec le promoteur extraordinaire, the unbelievably extraordinary promoter, Hall of Famer, Mr. Bob Arum. We're here in Quebec City, Quebec. First of all, Mr. Arum, just react to today's weigh-in. Big fight. What are your thoughts specific to the main event?
I think, Arum Breaksdown, who's top ranks fighter, has been splendid, destroying every opponent and some great ones that he's fought. This guy, Callum Smith, is very, very tough, very big guy, and Art will have his hands full, but I'm confident that he's going to come through.
There you go. So we're here in Quebec City, Quebec, the capital of Quebec, French-speaking nation within Canada. You outbid Matchroom for this fight. Smith is a Matchroom fighter. Talk to me about your feelings about this place, Quebec. You've been to Montreal before, and the decision to stage the fight here as opposed to in England, Smith's home country.
Well, we've had great experience doing fights here in French Canada and specifically Quebec. We did the co-promoted the fight between Boxing and Stevenson, which was a number of years ago, which was a great experience. Indeed, we stayed at the same hotel for both fights. So we're very comfortable doing fights here. Camille Esteban, our promoter up here in Quebec, is a tremendous guy, good boxing guy. So we feel very much at home doing fights here in Quebec.
Well, I noticed you got a great reception here. The people here in Quebec obviously respect you and love you a lot, Bob. Have you been practicing your French at all since you arrived?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of affection for all of Canada. The first fight I ever promoted with Muhammad Ali was in 1966 in Toronto, Canada.
At the Maple Leaf Gardens, correct?
Yeah, Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of fights in Toronto, a lot of fights in French Canada, Montreal, Quebec, a lot of fights in the West, in Vancouver, Calgary, all over, Edmonton. So, I feel very much at home in Canada.
Now, the plan for the winner of this fight, Beterbiev, if he wins, is to take on Dimitri Bivol for the undisputed championship at 175. It's quite a long while in the making. I mean, we do have to wait a lot of times in boxing for these undisputed fights. Usyk, Fury comes to mind. Spence Crawford comes to mind. Talk to me briefly, Bob, about the issues with setting up this fight up to this point.
I can only talk for Beterbiev. We're anxious and willing to fight Bivol. The fight requires a lot of money. We have a good partner in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh. And so as far as the Beterbiev side is concerned, in top rank, we're ready to go.
And talking about future fights here with Top Rank, the year is kicking off with a bang. We've got this unification fight. Next up, we've got Teofimo defending his titles at 140. Talk to me about that fight, Bob, and also the kind of moving that's been occurring at the 140-pound division with, fighters that previously fought on Top Rank now fighting elsewhere. What's been going on with 140, and how are things looking with Teo?
Well, everything, I talk to Teo virtually every day, and he's in great shape, both physically and mentally. So I look for a great performance from him. I think after February 8th, if he's successful, we'll look for a big fight. Maybe Devin Haney, maybe somebody else. But Teofilo's head is back on his shoulders, and he's ready to go and conquer the world.
And lastly, Bob, the big fight after the Teofimo fight is, of course, the undisputed championship fight between Fury and Usyk. A prediction for that fight, Bob?
Well, I like Fury because I'm Fury's promoter, but I'm also Usyk's friend because Usyk and Lomachenko are so close. But, you know, I think Fury will do okay in the fight, but I wouldn't bet against Usyk. Can't bet against the Ukrainian.
There you go, Bob. Thank you so much. Thank you for putting together such a great card in Quebec City, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.